Hey, good afternoon, Manchester, New Hampshire, and all the surrounding areas, and all my Facebook friends. How are you today? I have two special guests on here. One is a hot, sexy-looking lady, and the other one I won't say because he's a male, so I won't call him hot and sexy, you know. Well, you women can call him that, right? You get away with it, you know. And Mike, they both have been. It's been a long time since you've been on.
October, I think.
Was it
the last time?
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to introduce yourself?
Dr. Jodie MacDonald. I am a holistic practitioner out of Massachusetts. I specialize mostly in chronic illnesses and helping people build their immune systems through herbs, detoxification, and other energy type work. For the last year, I've also been working on people with mental health and emotional issues.
So, does it work for it? Could it help me? Could I get mentally?
It can. I have found some great tools that will help people,
Really?
Dealing with, anything from outbursts to anger, which there's a lot of anger going on right now, to depression, to, PTSD, suicides, things like that. So.
And how do they reach you?
I can be reached by phone or text at 978-476-1184. Also, natureswayholistichealth.com.
That's your website?
That is my website.
Okay. Yeah. By appointment only?
By appointment only. I'm also available through a new platform called zentasticfit.com. The prices are really reasonable on that, and it's an online platform for anyone that doesn't want to come out, and you get all your holistic needs from there.
Isn't it amazing? Do you find that more and more people are turning more to holistic?
More and more people are interested. You see them looking and doing a little bit of research, and they're not quite ready yet to make that crossover, but yeah, it's becoming more of an interest for people.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Michael Martineau, of known as Texas Mike on WMNH 95.3, Fun Loving Local Celebrity.
Yeah, there you go. Mike has been on. This is your third or fourth time?
Third
time.
Third
Okay.
time.
Yeah, and Michael goes on a lot of our station shows around here.
Yeah.
You're also a volunteer coach, right?
Yeah, I'm a volunteer student manager with the Inside Softball program up in Concord, and just waiting to see if we will have a season.
If people will stop panicking. This is what the news media wants us to do. They want us to panic.
Fear.
They want us to go through there. They want, Jody, what do you think about all these shots that they want you to take? The shingles, the flu, several different types of flu shots, the chicken pox, you name it. Pretty soon they're going to have butt shots,
Well, as far as the shots go, if you actually research what's in these shots, if you put all of the ingredients that's what's in these shots in a shot glass and drink it, you die.
Yeah.
Things like mercury, aluminum, which is, a major factor in Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease and dementia. Things that go across the blood-brain barrier. Plus, they're using, fetal tissues, live fetal tissues from aborted fetus, aborted babies and what have you. My brother actually, he works in a hospital in Georgia, and he was telling me he had to get the coronavirus shot. And he says, well, I'll let you know when I get home, because it's time he was at my mother's. He's like, what's in it? And I said, I can tell you what's in it. It's a poison, a poison, a poison, a toxin, a poison, and fetal cells.
I truly don't believe that like my son had that, and I always will believe it's still in the system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, like every flu you have, it still is in the system. That doesn't really go away. Do you get the flu shots?
I only got the flu shot because because I'm an athlete at the school. They basically
Kind of make you mandate it.
mandated, so it was. But in regards to the COVID vaccine, yes, I'm going to get it, but I'm going to wait my turn because, yes, I'm still young, so I'm not as high as a priority as the elderly or healthcare. I'm going to wait my turn, and I'm not going to buy my way into getting the vaccine. Until I need to until it's my time to get it, because try and buy a way to get a vaccine is unethical.
So you're not a politician.
Correct. I'm not. I don't try to be.
No, you're not gonna, because you're a politician and you know somebody, so you're gonna push him out of the way so you can get that shot.
Or in various celebrities who have always
How many millions of dollars are they making?
Oh, they're making out so well. Not only that, I mean, this vaccine, it's not tested.
No.
So
I
we're
truly
basically
believe
just a
that
bunch of guinea pigs.
when Obama was president, and they showed a picture of him going through the labs in China, and I believe that was one of the labs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot me if you want, condemn me if you want, but this is my opinion because this is my show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I truly believe that, you know, there's a lot more to it that's going to come out.
Yeah. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. All they're telling you is, of course, you really don't, you want to stay away from the media, whether it's social media or, you know, TV or, you know, any news network station or anything like that, because they're governed, they have to say what they're saying. And if you can really watch when they talk, they're actually reading it. So it's not even like, you know, they've done any research or anything like that. They're just putting the word out that they're told to put out there. And, you know, a majority of it is lies.
I find it interesting. I used to do YouTube shows.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I can't do them now because I don't have 1,000 followers.
Well, you do on Facebook.
Yeah. But, I mean, I used to have a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know him, in my opinion.
Yep.
I know him. And also, I can't do it because I don't have 1,000 views.
Is that what they're telling you?
Yeah.
Or because of the content?
Probably because you know, they will try to be polite about it, I think, because I'm not afraid to slam when I got to slam. But I also will pay people compliments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think we need like more people like you who are not afraid to express how they can heal their bodies. And then you got Michael Shy, like quite a womanizer, but we won't talk about that. You know, and stuff like you know, I don't know whatever happened to the freedom of speech.
It's gone. It's gone.
Isn't that
You
sad?
you can't voice your opinion
No.
about anything anymore.
I'm waiting to get kicked off of Facebook. I don't know if you've ever read my messages on Facebook.
Some of them,
Yeah.
they've taken a lot of my posts down.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
But if we would have said, hurrah, we're glad that Biden got arrested, I'd be glad on that. But I mean,
Yep.
if Biden won the presidency or Hunter, you know, that, or would be get all kinds of. Now I'm being told I'm spreading hate and all that because the truth is the way I feel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do I want to progress hate? No, not at all. I don't name call.
Well, if he got in fair and square, that'd be one thing. But
Yeah.
you could tell. I mean, it's blatantly
You
in your
should.
face that whole election was nothing but a.
And then when Pence turned on Trump, I could not believe it.
I never liked him anyway. I
Everybody
had a
says that,
bad
yeah.
feeling about him.
Well, I guess when he was at George Bush's senior funeral, that what's her name, Hillary gave him a card and all that.
Mm.
You know, Trump doesn't care. He worked so hard for us. He's going to be back.
Yeah, he may be an arrogant asshole,
Yeah.
but you know he's tried to do the best that he could for the American
Well,
people.
look what he did. He brought in the more jobs for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll always be a Trump man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, until they prove me wrong. Gas prices already going up.
It's insane, and what I'm foreseeing in the near future, it's just going to get worse. I'm not,
Oh, absolutely.
you know, but like I was talking to you about before, you know, these things have to happen right now to awaken more people for what's coming after that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What do you think, Mike? Think there'll be a civil war?
You do have these militia groups, and what happened 1 week today was just, in my opinion, it's outrageous. I'm not trying to get political and whatnot,
No.
but it's just to see that something that should have been so simple. Yes, we knew we're going to be challenges 1 week ago today, but it's frustrating to see something so sacred to this country to finalize the transition get blown basically up in flames, but then they came back and finished the job after everything got cleared out.
And you know, as far as I'm concerned, both parties are to blame.
Oh, absolutely. You know, back in the days when our forefathers made all this, I mean, they were helping the country. You know, both parties are working for us to help our country, and now for one, they just fight against each other. They don't care about us.
No.
We're not any.
And then the other countries are laughing at us.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay. Welcome to North Community Corner.
Hello?
Hello?
Wait, hold on. Hello?
Hello?
Welcome to North Community Corner. Hi, Norm.
Hi, how are you?
It's
Hey.
Maureen.
Okay, you got to turn your phone down a little bit, okay?
Wait, hold on. Let me go. Hi, Norm.
Hi.
Okay, what I called because I wanted to.
Okay, wait, okay, I'm getting some feedback from either your Facebook show or your phone. That's
This is
right.
my Facebook show. I had a question for the doctor. You have
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so my mother is in her age. I find that I have the same problem with her. Women have problems sleeping at night. Why is that? I have women that are 50, I'm 61, my mother is 85, and she says, I just keep getting up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
There are actually many factors for not sleeping. It could be vitamin deficiencies, could be mineral deficiencies, could be something in your in the auric field. It could be you're not eating the right foods, or you're drinking before you go to bed. It could
What
be.
can you take for a supplement that's good and healthy and not going to, like?
Most people that have trouble sleeping, I recommend valerian root.
What is it?
Valerian root.
Want to spell it?
It's Valerian. It's a great.
No, can you write it down? I'll call you.
Okay, I'll have you write down the paper.
It's a great herb that we generally recommend for people who have insomnia and trouble sleeping and things like that. At least until you can get them calm enough that they do it on their own.
Now, she can go to your website.
Especially for women.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You can go, so you want to tell her your website?
You can also go to my website. It's natureswayholistichealth.com. And there's more
And
information.
you're in Boston?
I am in actually Drake, just over the border of New Hampshire.
Okay. Oh, New Hampshire. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. I'll write this all down and we'll send it to you on text, okay?
You're awesome. Thanks, Norm.
Okay, yeah. Bye-bye now. She's from Virginia.
Really?
So I get fortune all over. Internationally known, they tell me. And, I don't feel everybody says, but how do you feel being known? How am I supposed to feel? Like you're going to be, am I supposed to be, oh, my nose in the air? No. You know?
I'm just glad that I'm out there enough to help people, for people to find me that want it.
And these people will think I'm negative. That's their choice. And one of the things I'm looking at you, though, you got to watch your blood level a little bit more.
Really? Yeah, I've had to work on. Well, last year was for a tough year for everybody. I had to work on a lot of anger issues. And
Me too.
where I am an empath, I was also picking up anger issues and anxiety from other people. So it was a little overwhelming for me. So I've been working on myself.
I love walking at 7 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes 6:30, but 7 o'clock. So peaceful. The birds, and the birds don't have a
quiet.
care in the world. Yeah. The squirrels are around. The only thing I don't like is I walk in, you got dog poop all over the place. To me, that's laziness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's a $50 fine if you get caught. Should be a $100 fine, as I'm concerned. But I find that so spiritual.
Yeah, it's nice and quiet. It's peaceful. There's nothing but you and nature out there.
And I'm learning how to let go of a lot of my resentments and anger by doing that. One person, I was walking, also I just started screaming and yelling, I can't take this anymore. And nobody around me, and I'm just yelling it all out.
Yeah.
People are looking at me, these 4 people.
That's a healthy way to deal with your
I
issues.
said, you know what? This is how you express how to get rid of your negative energy. She said, by
Absolutely.
yelling. I said, oh, absolutely. I said, you're only, and there's some good. You would recommend that too. You got to find something to get rid of your anger. What people don't realize, and I think you'll agree with me, we can take all the natural herbs. We can take all whatever the doctor wants us to take to keep us calm, but it's still burning inside.
Your emotions have a lot to do with your health. Anger actually gets anchored in the liver. So the angrier you are, and if you don't take care of that, you can actually get, a damaged liver, whether it be cirrhosis or cancer, or like a hepatitis where it gets inflamed. You can, it'll slow down because your liver is one of your main filtering organs. So, if
the good thing is that I had my blood test done and all that, and they said my liver is really acting normal now and all this stuff. Because like you just said, because I'm getting rid of that anger. How do you get rid of your anger, Mike?
Taking nice long walks. It gives me exercise too. Just if I just need to be in a quiet place, just try go to a quiet place in my mind, or a room or whatnot, and just to calm down. Yes, occasionally scream if I need to, just to get it out of me. But I'm not really angry at most. I try to stay positive and whatnot. But yeah, occasionally I do get angry at some points, and I just try to let it go as soon as I can, or try to do something to relieve the stress, because that's probably what's causing it and whatnot. And it's just about trying to live a healthy, positive life.
Yeah. And that's all we can do, right?
That's
What
that's
do you
the
do
goal.
when you get angry?
I tend to go for a walk. Other things that I do is I write in a journal, because that's again another way to get it out. You're getting it outside. That's what you want, getting it outside of the body. A lot of times I will just go within myself and bring myself back to the now. Think of things I'm grateful for, things that are going great in my life, and things like that.
That's when anybody that says they don't have anger issues are not being honest with themselves.
That's true.
Because a lot of times I'll have clients that come in, and you can almost see the anger that's pitted here, and like a volcano, ready to explode. So then I tell them, oh no, I don't feel angry. I said, I want to challenge you to go out and start writing. One lady wrote, and it took her 5 hours to write out her anger issues.
A lot
I
of
see you
illnesses will
do.
stem from anger.
Yeah, I see you have some books there.
I do. I have written 3 books. The first one is, I always forget Changing Your Life to Become a Better You. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of that one. It is for people who are looking to get into more natural things but don't know where to start. So it gets into, why exercise is good, meditation, why you should do that, nutrition, how to change your diet up a little bit and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. The second book is Herbal Antibiotics for the Beginner, which, again, for people who want to get into herbs but don't know a lot about it. There are herbal remedies in there, as well as, what each herb does. And a lot of those herbs are in the capsules that I make.
Okay. And those capsules are what?
Those capsules, they're herbal remedies that I make and put together. I put them actually in a tea form, then I blend them down and put them into a capsule form. And they will help, again, boost the immune system or remove toxins or help build up cells. It can also regenerate new cells, too. And I have many blends from, cleansing the blood, allergies, lungs, immune health, bone and tissue. It helps with bone and tissue. A lymphatic, which drains the lymph system. Yep. Yeah. And then the last book is a cookbook for people who have chronic illnesses that think they can't have their favorite foods.
Guess what, folks? I got 2 of those books. Now I got a 3rd one coming. You want one, right, Mike?
Yes, I'll support you by buying it.
No. Actually, you got to give it to us as a gift, right? Yeah, no, it's a gift from her to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. But she's a millionaire now. In our dreams. Are we
in my
millionaires
dreams.
in our dreams? No, I mean, if we, to me, why should somebody have good health? To me, it's worth $1 million.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. When somebody comes in and says, I feel great every time I come here, that, I feel better after I leave here, and you've taught me so much. That's
That's like when I get a lot of positive. I don't expect everybody's going to like what I do. But I probably get 99% positive. So that's what makes it real. Or I had a lady one day, she slammed me all over the place about 10 years ago, And then, about 2 or 3 years ago, she called me on the show and said, oh, you were right. My daughter had a little baby girl. I said, yeah. And she said, could I make an appointment with you? Yeah, $250. Because then I said I was only kidding,
right.
No, I don't want to talk to someone like that again. And I think you're the same way.
Oh, absolutely. I can't please everybody, and my energies and other people's energies may not mesh well together.
And that's it. If I tell someone,
and that's fine.
Yeah. If I tell someone that, if I can't read someone, I'm going to be be directly honest with. Like I might send them to you, or I might send them to Mike son, but I don't know how to read. But Mike, doesn't he have a nice smile?
He does.
I want that smile.
Do you?
Yeah.
You can have that smile.
Can I have
Close
that?
your eyes.
Yeah,
Picture a
meditate,
beautiful
right?
smile on your
But
face.
he has a sincere smile, doesn't he? You really love people, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And you enjoy helping other people. I think that's what makes it so worthwhile, is having you do that.
Yes, it is. It makes me feel good to be on this earth and helping other people, and just try and find the good in people, and try to avoid the bad part of people's life, and trying to get rid of those bad parts of life in those people, and try to convert to all good, because yes, nobody's perfect, but everybody should have a nice, pleasant life, and you just gotta deal with the challenges that you have in the life and fight them and battle them and continue the battle of life. What life is a battle from when you first get implanted to when you die.
Yeah. Well, I always thought I was perfect. I just said nobody.
Nearly perfect.
I wouldn't want to be perfect, would you?
No.
Because
We all have flaws.
Yes, exactly.
That's like when I was in school. I never got my elementary teachers never liked me anyway, so that's okay. But when people got A pluses, I asked the teacher, I said, how can they improve? If you're getting A pluses on everything, when I was a supervisor, doing ratings and stuff, I never gave anybody 100%, because that way they're perfect, and you can't do that with an employee or a student.
No, there's always room for more
And
knowledge and more improvement.
And you learn something new every day, even from your class.
I learn
right?
something new every day. Yeah, I'm constantly taking new classes. I just took an emotional intelligence class, which kind of backpacks NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and I absolutely loved it. I can't wait to.
Has your
work
husband
with people.
taken any of the courses yet?
Not yet. I
You
do
know
have
he's
some put
gonna,
one
right?
aside for him, but he listens. When I'm doing my work, he's there listening to it. So
Yeah. Scott and I are going to be taking law together.
really,
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't care. I don't really particularly care to become an attorney, and I think just the knowledge,
oh, I think that's really important.
And everybody says, because I got up and went, oh, you're so old. Well, I'm not that old. 75 is not that old as far as I'm concerned. When we start thinking we're old, then we're going to be old. My ex-wife is 85. I still talk to her. We never went divorced, but we get along better now than we did when we were married.
Yeah. No, I tell a lot of people, your body's going to follow what your mind is thinking.
Yeah.
And I've said that a lot in the past year because, people will come up with symptoms, and not just for the coronavirus, but for other things. If you're thinking you're going to get cancer, you're going to get cancer. If you're thinking you're going to be sick and you see the symptoms of something, you're going to get a couple of those symptoms because you've already got it in your mind, and your body follows what your mind is thinking.
Right.
Your mind doesn't know if it's true or false. It doesn't know if it's reality or not.
Have you ever heard of a man having a mammogram?
Yeah.
Have you ever? Can I go get one? But I don't have any milk to give or whatever. They didn't have a sense of humor.
No, why? Because men are getting breast cancer at an alarming rate now. Again,
More and more, they're really beginning to become aware of more and more men are getting these different diseases. Say with like women. The sad part when I hear a lot of you hear about all the men being homeless. You don't hear a heck of a lot about women being homeless.
There's a lot of women
And,
children.
Yeah, and it's so. We should not have any homeless people in this country. Only if they want to be. We should not. Say we should not have people going hungry.
No.
There's a food bank that goes once every other week to the Comcast, I mean the papers on, and there are churches out there that will help. Then you got the soup kitchen. I think that's what they call it.
Yes, they're still calling it
It's a
soup kitchens. Yes.
Right? When I was down and out, I was very fortunate to go. They had some pretty darn good meals there.
Yeah.
I can't.
The help
afford
is
to-
out there.
yeah.
You just have to want to seek it out.
Yes, exactly.
And stop complaining.
Stop complaining and stop feeling sorry for
And be
yourself.
grateful for what you have.
Exactly.
Go to Russia and see what you get for a homeless. Go to India. They say there's never. But in the world where I live, I have met so many different people in different countries. And it's really cute. One of them, they came in from India, and they said, "You're our white grandpa." That I'll tell you, I went in there, I cried.
Did you?
To have someone say that, because from India, to have someone say that meant a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I said, you know, when you're doing something wrong, I'm going to tell you. And the parent said, that's okay. You can smack them. I go, no, I don't believe in spanking.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And all you got to do is just show love to the kids. That's all you got to do. You know. And it's ridiculous how people don't.
Oh, yeah.
They're too busy wrapped up in their own little worlds.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I think that's why our society, half of us are sick, because, like you said, the children are not fed properly.
Mm-mm.
And they got to keep the government knows out of how you're feeding your children.
Right. Not to mention the vaccination schedule now is, I think it's up to 50 vaccines, even more, maybe 70 vaccines before the age of 5. You know, whereas like when I was as a kid, it was probably maybe 5 or 6. When my son was little, it was, maybe 12, and now it's up to close to 70, I think.
Isn't that ridiculous?
You know, given the first vaccine the day they are born.
Yeah. When I had my, I guess I was a baby when I had chicken pox.
Mm.
And then I still had to go get that vaccine for school and all that vaccination. And people are getting sick from it now, because it was a scar, and people are getting sick from that. So, folks, you can believe what you want to believe. You can think that all these vaccines are flu. Oh, I must have the flu shot, or I must have this and that. Folks, think about what's going into your body.
Exactly. And now it's so frivolous because, for one, the vaccines are pretty much null and void. For anybody over 65, it doesn't really work anyway. It doesn't help you. Or anybody under the age of 2. And yet those are the people that they're recommending. People get the flu vaccine.
Well, the pharmaceutical companies make millions and millions, I should say billions of dollars.
Oh, they're making a
China's making a lot of money on this.
Yeah.
And you cannot, most of your masks come from China. Mm-hmm. So they're making money.
Mm. I mean, if you get one vaccine every year or one vaccine every couple of years because, let's say you need it for something, that's one thing. But you're putting, your flu vaccine, the corona vaccine, the pneumonia vaccine, the shingles vaccine, come on, those are all poisons. That's a large amount of poison getting put into your body at one time.
I had a flu shot one time. I was never so sick as I was when I got that flu shot. And I said I will never brag about getting the flu again.
Well, the thing about people getting sick, too, and this is what people don't understand, and again, I've had to say this a lot in the past year, because your body's doing what it's supposed to do. You're having symptoms. You're coughing. You're sneezing. You're getting mucusy and you're getting it out. Your eyes are watering. That's what your body is supposed to do. It's called a healing crisis. When a foreign product or particle enters your body is supposed to fight it, and that's how it fights it. It's going to get it out any way possible, whether it's through your skin, your nose, your mouth, your ears, your front, your back, whatever. It's going to come out somehow, some way. So if you repress that and keep that in your body, you're just going to get sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker.
That's why, all my family members, I've been so blessed, and I'm not bragging, but I'm the only one out of my brothers and sisters, my mom. And if I follow the trail, I think of my family members, that all of them, 95% to 90, all died of cancer. Mm. So I said, that's not going to happen to me as long as I can breathe. Mm-hmm. I'm not taking all these foreign particles, and stuff like that. I'll buy organic food, and we cook organic. We make our own, we make our own beef stew. We make everything, and you do it too.
Yeah,
right?
eating healthy at home.
You're only getting processed food. Do you cook, Mike?
Not. Used to when I was a kid and a young teenager, but not really anymore. And it's because I'm in a household that loves me. Who somebody else usually does the cooking.
So they spoil you.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
It really is. You spoil your husband.
Oh God, yeah.
And he spoils you.
For the most part, yes.
Yeah. And Scott spoils the heck out of me. I love it. When I get up like at 7 o'clock in the morning, I always let him know I'm going out for a walk, and I'll come home. In my office, I'll find my cup of coffee.
Aww.
I've got a routine. Are you a routine?
I have been getting a little bit more routine. I got a little off it because where I was out of work for those few months that they shut us down last year. But yeah, I'm more routine again.
Yeah, I have a hot water tank. I plug in, then I plug in my coffee pot, and I go for my, do your morning duties, and you go for a walk. Then I have like I said, yes, my coffee. And I get on the computer. I don't stay on the computer more than an hour. It's not worth that.
Yeah.
There's so much hate and bile on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Folks, the best healing method is to be kind and loving to each other.
Absolutely. Spread that love.
That one needed. Okay. I'm here with Dr. Jodie MacDonald from Oshkosh, Nowego, Mass. But let's see. And she's a holistic practitioner. Okay. And she's an authoress of. Well, you can't. Authoress is incorrect now, isn't it? It's politically incorrect. And you're an author now. Just like we should call them waitresses. Now that's incorrect. Everything is politically incorrect, and you don't do it. I'm going to call you the authoress anyways. You know.
Go for it.
And she wrote many books. Now, you said the other one's a recipe book?
The last one is a recipe book for people who have chronic illness and think they can't have some of their favorite foods. What I did was I took recipes that people like, things like lasagna and things like that, and I broke it down and I made it just a little bit healthier. So took out some of the not so, I wouldn't say not so great healthy recipes or ingredients and added other things in.
Now, they can get that off your website?
They can get that actually off of Amazon.
Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
Are you being successful with it?
I think so, yeah. They they're books, so it's kind of a curve.
Well, that's the whole
You
thing.
know.
And one thing I do see, you got to write one more book.
I have one more book in mind. Actually, I have more than one, but yeah.
Your husband never sees you because you're too busy writing.
She never sees me because he's out snowmobiling during the winter, which he's not very happy about the lack of snow this year, by the way. But
he's an outdoorsman.
he is. He likes to be outside.
Is he a hunter?
No, no.
My son and I, we often discuss the hunting, and I don't have a problem with people hunting if they will please. If you're going to kill a deer, take the deer with you. Don't leave it.
If it's for food and survival, yes.
Yes, and ducks or whatever. Don't do it just for the sport of it.
Right. Yeah, that's wrong.
And the Indians killed.
They had to.
Yeah, and you know what? They survived. They used everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everything.
You have a lot of ancient history, Indian history in your path.
I am a history buff. I love learning about history.
You studied through. You were a medicine woman or a medicine man back in your past life. So, fortunately, there's no way I can prove it to you, but I would encourage you to look at the Sioux Nation.
The Sioux?
The Sioux Nation. Okay, and you might almost see how you're working as a medicine person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you also know how to build canoes.
I do. Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people I can't prove it, but the spirit tells me. All you gotta do is go on on the history books.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are a lot of people that I'll get. There's a place in Arizona that if I could prove how the pyramids were made, I could make $1 million. They're not gonna let me know, and I don't want to know. It's not my business.
No.
I don't have time to waste on it.
It's not for you to know.
No. Now, do you have your own natural garden?
I am getting a bigger greenhouse this year, so yes.
Oh, you have a greenhouse?
I had a small greenhouse last year, just kind of as an experiment to see, what would grow and what it would take for the plants to grow. And yeah, this year I told him I want a bigger greenhouse, so.
I love that. She told him. You get
Yeah,
that, Mike? She
yes.
told him.
Told
She
him.
didn't ask him. She told him.
Yes.
How come you don't have a blue house?
Because I like it green.
Oh, you like it green?
I like
color,
it green. I may have some blue pots in there, but
I never could figure out why it would call them greenhouse. But then I said, yeah, because of all the flowers and stuff. I went to a greenhouse one time and got fired.
did you? You got fired?
Yeah.
From a greenhouse?
Yes. I was sleeping under a tree. They gave me took the pot and gave me my check. Well, I'd been to a graduation party the night before.
Oh.
So, But Scott has a green thumb. He does great with it. Like he decorated our house for Christmas outside. He does all that stuff, and we enjoy doing it because I believe the coloring brings a lot of peacefulness.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a big tree?
I did not. I have a toddler kitten that I got 2 years ago in Maine.
You might tear it all down.
And I wasn't sure how he would react to it because he's I swear he's part bobcat because he is a wild animal.
Yeah.
And he does like to climb trees. So I did have a small one, and actually he didn't bother with it until Christmas Day.
Yeah. Well, there's always a way, And we have 2 artificial trees.
Mm-hmm.
No, 3 of them. And I actually was giving them to me, And I want to do what you. I have a white tree that I have outside, and I'm thinking about taking all those lights off and put like for Valentine's Day, I'm going to put all red lights around it.
That'd be
And
beautiful.
For Easter, I'll put a different color on there. And I also, in the office, I want to get a blue and purple light just to hang around there, 'cause that brings in peace.
Absolutely.
So did you have a big tree?
All my life has been artificials.
Yeah.
Just because the main caretaker, you have to take of real ones, but I've had decent sized trees all my life.
Yeah. But real trees are expensive today.
Yeah, we lucked out. Ours wasn't too bad.
But we got a nice one. Like I said, you can make an artificial tree looking nice. But remember, it's only an artificial tree. Don't make your Christmas artificial.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make your tree look full of love. So did you get a lot of presents, Mike?
I got more than what I was expecting, so yes.
Yeah. Me too. I really did. I got a lot of nice gifts, cash gifts and stuff. So I always feel I must be doing something right.
Something.
They can hate me when they still send me Christmas presents. That's fine, But when people are judging, like you're a natural herbalist, and when people judge us for our political views, how sad that is.
It was very hurtful for me for a long time, and then people have their own opinions, and people are
and I
very
respect that.
and now that I'm seeing more and more people awaken to what's really going on, and the spiritually and the shift in energies and stuff like that nowadays, I've learned to just I concentrate on me.
And that's what I've been doing. I've had several readers that say, "How can you call yourself a spiritual reader when the comments you make about the Republicans and how you don't like the Democrats?" And first of all, I never said I don't like the Democrats. Second of all, I don't like what they do. I don't like either party. I should say I have no respect for either party.
I am not normally a political person, although the last year has really gotten me into it a little bit more because I'm seeing things that again I'm not understanding why other people aren't seeing what's really going on here.
Because they don't want to. Okay, they don't want to. Then I see a lot of them want to stay home and collect benefits and not want to work, and that breaks my heart. Because what's going to happen when the money runs out? Where are you going to get the money from? More tax, more people like Mike, you and I paying taxes.
Well, by I think it's the year 2025, there will be no cash, no credit cards. Everything can be digital. Like null and void.
Scary?
Like people won't take, like if you go to a store to buy something, they will not take cash.
No, I can remember being in the 5th grade, and we talked about the plastic, and I laughed about it. We all did. You couldn't find out it's just credit cards. 50 years ago, well, not many years ago,
Yep.
And they showed a picture of a car that was going to be driving by itself. And who would have ever thought back then that would actually happen? Now people, I don't want a car that can drive by itself. Do you, Mike? What happens if you're parallel parking the car and decides to stop? Or all of a sudden the car runs out of ammunition and you can't go anywhere,
Not to mention the hackers that are out there that can get into it and do whatever they want. And they'll drive the car for you.
Yep. That's scary.
It is. It is.
Until the American people, world people, start waking up and saying, okay, we've got to change. I'm not saying all Democrats are bad. I will never say that. I'm not saying all Republicans are good.
No, it's not.
We're only human.
Right.
But we have to learn how to respect each other. And I don't care if you call him God. I don't care. I call it the universal spirit. We all have got to unite together and start realizing that we can change if we want to.
Absolutely.
Are you ready to have a reading?
Sure.
My Donald Trump cards. My son gave me these for my Christmas present.
Good for him.
Yes, sir. These are numerology cards.
Nice.
Be careful they don't slide all over. And they shine up.
They're very shiny.
Yeah. What do you think of those cards, Mike? Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Do you go vote?
I have since I was 18.
Good for you.
And now I spend basically every election, I take the day off of work and I go work for the city and be a deputy registrar for the day, usually, just to help people do their civic duty to go vote.
There you go. And spread them out.
Okay.
Hey, you didn't knock them on the floor. All right.
Yeah. Make a mess of all your
There
Donald
you
Trump
go.
cards.
Give me 5.
Well, now I got to reach over and give you 5.
Yeah.
1.
Actually, one of the things I am going to teach, you're going to be connected with someone who you either went to school with, or and you're going to be going to some kind of class reunion or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And the person who was so mean to you is actually going to come and apologize.
Really?
Because they never thought you would do anything that was worthwhile. Does that make sense to you?
That does make sense. There's a lot of people out there that didn't think it. Yeah.
They will wait for you to quit whatever. Because you used to do a lot of quitting on different projects.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but this got your interest. Okay, you were pretty smart in school.
No.
No, so everything you had to study hard for.
I did, and I still didn't get good grades, but it was a situation type.
But now you enjoy what you're doing.
I love what I do.
I find that makes a big difference too. You know, I really do. I find that, like I was considered back in them days when it should have been in special classes or whatever, but we outgrow them and we become our own teachers. And everybody's a teacher and everybody's a student.
Absolutely.
You know, you agree with that, Mike?
Yes.
You have an old lady that's not in good health?
I have a few older lady clients that,
No, I mean a relative.
my mother possibly.
You connect with her often?
I recently started communicating with her again.
I think it's important that you do that. Let her know you, even though she may not like that, but forgive her for you. Okay, and I would definitely tell you to be in connection with her. I actually look at her, and she like in her late 70s, early. Okay,
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
getting early dementia. And,
That wouldn't surprise me.
And I also she has a diabetic problem. She's not going to listen to you about the herbs and stuff.
No.
She's an old-fashioned lady. Okay. She's getting rid of a lot of anger issues. She was really an angry person.
Oh, she's still a really angry person.
But I've seen her getting rid of a lot of it. A lot of it, okay. I would definitely tell you to communicate at least once a week with her. Okay, for your own peace of mind. Because I don't want to see you go, oh, I should have talked to him more, I should have done this more. Because if you don't, you're like we have a guilt conscience, and we don't do the things the way we're supposed to be doing. That sucks sometimes, doesn't it? Well, speaking of, I just had a delicious seafood salad sandwich. Do you like seafood?
I do.
Down here at Bunny's. Too much money, though. I don't like spending money.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'd like to hold on to what I get, but
There are a lot of rapid changes. When I say rapid, I mean rapid changes. 2021 is going to be an excellent year for you. It's not going to seem it right off the bat, but when it starts coming, it's going to be boom, boom, boom. I'm not sure if there's going to be enough hours in the day for you to do what you're doing. Just don't forget your family life. Okay?
I'm seeing spring.
Yeah, but don't forget your family life.
Oh no, my family is really important to me.
Okay, because when your husband starts saying, you don't have time to us anymore, you're ignoring, then it's time for you to refocus. You know. You had been down the last month and a half, haven't you, financially? But not down, but but you wonder where it's going to go. And I also see when the person that sees coming within the next 2 months that you're going to be going to a funeral. I hope I'm wrong about your mother. I truly do, but who knows? One thing I'm also looking with you too. Your husband, they really like him where he works, doesn't he?
What?
They like your husband where he works.
Yeah, he's very he's very well respected at work.
That's because he's no nonsense. Okay, and he's not afraid to tell the high honchos off.
No, he gets aggravated quite frequently.
Actually, I see him getting a promotion
Him?
and a good pay raise.
Yeah, he should own that company by now. He's
Been there many years, right?
been there, I think, 21 years.
Yeah. He owns that place. But I see them selling the company.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I'm not going to say who's going to buy it, even though I already know. When
No,
you won't
it's,
say,
yeah,
you know.
that wouldn't surprise me. They've already been sold a couple of times since he's.
There's another buyer coming in. And that's what's going to get his promotion is good pay raise. Because then he's in management now.
Mm-hmm. Somewhat, yeah. He's a supervisor, so yeah.
He's a hands-on type person.
Mm-hmm.
He also is an outdoorsy person too.
Yes.
He can change from one personality to another personality.
In the snap of a finger.
I actually see your son getting another job, a good job that's going to help him. I wouldn't be don't be surprised he works on a garbage truck.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Blew up his muscles.
That's true.
Just wearing nose plugs. I do. I see him working like on a garbage truck. You know, making pretty good money. He also has a band, right? Or he writes his own music.
He writes his own music, and yeah, he does play with friends, and yeah.
I'll have to invite him on my next time you come on. Invite him to come on with us. He can come and play. You know, let you play guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So he can play not an amp guitar, but a guitar. If he wants to come on and sing with us, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You play guitar, Mike?
I don't have a musical bone in my body to be on.
Me either.
Or besides my voice.
Yeah. when I was joining the Glee Club, they asked me to find some other for show to go to. I said, well, all right, you know.
Well, you know, if practice makes perfect, you know.
Well, I sing great at the spiritual singing when I do that, you know, the language, the spiritual language. I also see that I still see you doing some traveling when your show, when your medicine and stuff, when your book show. I actually see you doing it on a TV show as well. Remember I told you that before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Stop selling yourself so short and be more successful for you. You understand what I mean by that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Slow down your driving.
I've been doing much better with that, you know.
I ain't good. But you got to remember stop signs.
Yeah. I think some of them are, you know, but yeah.
But you got to remember them there.
Yeah.
And you don't want to rear-end somebody.
No.
It would make you feel badly. Okay? Especially if there's a child involved. You like kids, don't you?
I like them if they're not mine.
There you go. Well, we can always throw over the boat rail.
Don't get me wrong, I love my son, but yeah,
I don't allow children in my house unless their parents are with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because of my lifestyle or whatever. Your son, if he wanted to use his psychic ability, could be very powerful.
I have been thinking a little bit more about that, but I have learned that things come to me when they're supposed to. Right. So, you know, I know when the time is right, and then it will come.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to be very phenomenal. When he writes music, that's his psychic ability right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your husband and your son have a lot of patience with each other.
They try. Yeah. There comes a point where, you know, things get a little... But for the most part, they get along really well.
Well, your husband's ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
And you're ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
And he, in his own way, he's ambitious in the music world.
Right.
And you enable him.
I know. But he's on his own path, and he has to figure out his own way.
But
and
you can't keep enabling
his own journey.
either.
All I do is provide a roof over his head.
And he appreciates it in his own.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. You know,
it's when he starts getting critical that you start stepping down.
Right, right. You know, it's very tough for kids to go out on their own these days. So.
I am not. The Joker represents a lot of confusion that's been in your life. And you're slowly getting it out of there. You're slowly learning where you want to go and what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
What if I told you I saw you teaching at a junior college?
I would say I've kind of seen that too.
And I could see you doing that, you know, like a night course that people are going to want to get interested, you know.
Yeah, I love teaching classes, so.
So you got to stop and start growing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just waiting for all this chaos to.
Don't wait.
Because I can't do classes right now. The state of Massachusetts.
Well, you can do it through. Really, you can't do it on Zoom.
Well, I can do it on Zoom. I'm still trying to figure that out. So.
Me too. You know, but yeah, I think honestly, I'm not saying we shouldn't be cautious, and I think we should be very careful. And I know my son went through it, but I think sometimes they go overboard.
Absolutely.
Massachusetts, they want to require you to wear a mask, right?
Yeah.
I can see like a Market Basket. You know, I can see that.
I can, you know, I do it out of respect.
You're right.
But as far as my opinion goes, because of I know how the human body works, I know how the immune system works, and I know how that we need viruses. We need to be exposed to things in order for our body to build up an immune system. Exactly. So I'm not afraid of it. I'm really not. I don't. But I do it out of respect because, again, they're putting, because fear is the real virus.
When they come in my office, they wear a mask. Yeah. That's their choice, and I'll wear a mask. And I have all kinds of disinfectants for them. But I don't know about you. I love doing phone consultation. I love doing phone readings. Do you like consultation on the phone?
More on the computer. I'm not really a phone person because I don't like having the phone that close to my ears because of the electromagnetic fields. But
and then, of course, we got the ever popular Mike here. The ladies' man.
Yeah.
Are you a ladies' man, Mike?
I would not say we're.
I wouldn't get your girlfriend out of here. We don't want you to get in trouble with your girlfriend here.
No.
You got 2 decisions to make in the next by June. One is, would you want to stay where you are, or do you want to? You just moved to a new office, right?
I did. On Wednesdays, I am at Moon River Wellness in Pelham. It is not going really well right now, again, because people aren't coming out.
They don't dare to. I actually see you opening your own office.
Yeah.
Okay, out of your house. And most of your office in your house? You do a lot
I would like to, but right now we have tenants that have, there's a toddler there, she's pregnant with another, and they got 3 very loud dogs. So it's actually been something that I've been wanting to do or trying to look into pursuing, but right now it's just not an option.
I want to, as soon as everything goes away, I want to find a place to have an office, or like yourself, kind of teaching and all that stuff. And we'll let Mike. I'm going to let Mike bless the office for me. What do you think, Mike?
I'll be happy to do that.
All right. See, I believe when you're blessing a house or an office or what, you don't have to be a minister. I'm a reverend, but you
I
can
am
bless
too.
it. Yeah. So we don't have to just bless it, even though it's good. It's fun. And one thing I'm also looking with you too is that. You have a brother?
I have 3.
3? You worried about one of them? I'm looking at like a middle brother.
Yeah.
He's going to be okay. He's pretty independent.
Yeah.
Who rides the motorcycle?
My younger brother used to.
I
don't know if he still does. But.
You don't have a long connection with your family, huh? And that's their choice, not yours.
Right. It's partially my choice because
Yeah, but you don't want the bad, toxic poison.
Right. I removed, certain people out of my life, so.
Give me 2 more, or 3 more.
3.
Yeah.
One.
They'll do a quick one on you. How's that, Mike?
Sounds good.
You want to tell them who you are, Mike?
2.
I'm Mikey Martineau, otherwise known as Texas Mike. I'm a fun-loving local celebrity, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
There's so much more, but...
Well, you do a lot of coaching with volunteer coaching, right?
Yeah, I coach a lot with the NHS Athletics program up at NHS Concord Community College, and used to coach high school after I got out of high school, and just love living life to the fullest and having a steady life right now with a good job. It's all I need.
Yeah, that's it. Of course, we all want money, but I don't want to be so rich that I forget who people are.
I want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's like with us. We're comfortable, we're not rich, we're okay.
Right.
My bills are paid.
Exactly. If I need to get supplies, I want to be able to do that. And
yeah. If I want to go out and pick up a cute guy and pay for it, you're not going to know.
If I want to, I'm not a vacationer, but if I, let's just say I had the opportunity, I want to,
You need to take some time for you.
I know. I've been
contemplating.
This year, I decided actually on New Year's that this is going to be my year. I'm going to be concentrating on me and my business.
Okay. And let your business go for 2 days.
Sorry.
What the hell is that?
Sorry.
Oh, you took your phone down?
Yeah, battery's about to die.
But you need to concentrate on you for a change. You're helping other people to get well. Now it's time for Dr. Jodie to heal her own body. and practice what she's telling other people to do.
I agree.
Isn't it so easy to tell other people?
It is, yeah, and
Yeah.
it's something that all of us are actually guilty of.
Yeah.
We take care
I'm
of
good at
others and
that.
we don't take care of ourselves.
I'm very good at telling other people, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, if you don't, blah, 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 you know. And I'm wondering, people, you gotta understand, if you're in a relationship, don't expect it's gonna be all peaches and cream.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know,
what a relationship
I
is.
would worry if it wasn't.
Hmm.
You know, if it was just nothing ever going wrong. I'm sorry, I'd worry like that, because they're hiding something.
No relationship should be perfect.
You know that your husband and you were together in your past life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is why you're connecting so well. You played hard to get, didn't you?
Yeah, actually, I did.
Yeah. But you won. No regrets.
No,
How long you been together? A long time?
16.
Yeah, that is a long time. No wonder you dye your hair, honey. I like the color, by the way.
I don't diet.
No,
This is
that's
all natural.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Well,
I
you must have
stopped
a
dyeing
whole-
my hair like 5 years ago.
Yeah. Did you? Me too. Probably like maybe. Yeah. If I said, I never knew what my color of my hair was going to be.
Yeah.
And my daughter-in-law used to love it. My granddaughter died. Oh my God! It looked like Bozo the Clown. And I forgot that I had a client coming in. You should have seen all these different colors. You know. But you know, it's important that. By the way, I'm looking. How old is your son?
27?
By the time he's 31, you're gonna have a grandchild.
Oh, jeez. I guess I'm ready. I'm almost ready.
You're always going to be ready, whether you want to or not, you know. My granddaughter was, and it's really funny, my son, I was 27 when he was born, and my son was 27 when his daughter was born. That's wild, huh?
That's wild.
Yeah, you can tell what's better. So. I'm a master at being a dirty old man. He's a dirty old man in training.
Mm-hmm. Well, we
But if
learn
you
from our
can't-
environment.
Yeah. If you can't be yourself, then don't be in it.
Mm-mm.
You know. And actually, I see the next 5 years, your love and your relationship with each other is going to be tested to the max because of what's going on around the country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, and I know the government would like nothing better than to break people up.
Oh, of course.
You know, it's sad that when an older couple want to get married, they can't get married because if they do, one of them will lose their Social Security, and that's not right.
Mm-mm.
You know, you both work hard for it. Why should you have to lose it?
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
You have a dog?
I used to.
You ready for another one?
I am. He's not.
Okay, guess what? He's the one that's going to be bringing it home.
Really.
Now, you own your own house where you are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You said you have a tenant?
Yes.
Good tenant? What if I tell you
They
that's
pay
not-
the rent.
That's all. You're going to have a lot of damage to take care of when they move.
Oh, I already know that.
I'm looking at moving out by spring. And it's going to lock and pay rent.
Really.
And you're pretty reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't believe the rents they charge today. You know, my friend Dave, he just got an apartment down in Londonderry, $1,400 a month. That's ridiculous. You can buy a house for that.
Oh, absolutely.
I want you to claim 21 as your year, 21 and 22 as your year of success. Don't want you holding it back anymore. I also know there are 3 people that you're going to have to give permission to cross over.
Okay.
Okay, and they're not your husband, and they're not your son.
Mm-mm.
There are some people you already know. One of them can be a very close friend of yours, and then and you're actually going to have to give them permission to go. And you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen a spirit leave a body?
I have.
Isn't that cool?
It is the most wonderful thing that you can experience.
Just like that, you know. It's like, you know how when you see the dawn coming up in the morning, you know how the sun. That's what it looks like with the spirit leaving the body. So don't be surprised if you go near someone and you see the spirit leaving. And what that's going to do is blessing you as they leave. You have a lot of angels. Of course, you need them too. You're a helter-skelter. I'm only picking on everybody. But we all have angels. All we have to do is ask for their help.
Oh, yeah. I talk to mine all the time.
Every time, yeah. It took me a long time to realize that we have angels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my name is Reverend Norman Moody. My website is spiritualvisionary.net. My email is secondvisionbynorm and Comcast.net. I'm also on Facebook. And you have your website is
natureswayholistic.health.com.
okay. And you have a business phone? Or a text? You have a business phone?
A business phone, 978-476-1184.
Mhm.
The easiest way is to text that number. I don't like playing telephone tag. And it's just easy. If I'm between a client, I can text back real quick, looking through my appointment book and making appointments, whatever.
They can
So.
find you on Facebook as well.
Facebook, yes, I do have a Facebook page.
Okay. And Mike, I know you're the Casanova here with all the women. Doesn't it look like Casanova?
Oh, he looks like
Does
one.
it?
Yes.
Looks like he could be quite a ladies' man. What do you think? Huh? You know. But the one thing about him, he's very sincere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if he doesn't like someone, he's not bashful to tell them. Am I right?
Exactly.
But you'll also respect them.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I might have hate for some people. Yeah, hate is a very strong word sometimes, but
How about if we call it dislike?
yeah, I might dislike people for some reason or whatever, but I would try to reason with them and try to understand what the dislike is and try to get rid of it because I'm a very likable person and I want to have as many friends as I can and
You have a lot of them on Facebook.
yeah.
I have almost 2,000 followers.
Good for
But
you.
then again, it doesn't come overnight.
No, it doesn't.
You know,
It
like
takes
with your
time.
business, it takes a lot of time. You know, and as you do that, you're growing. You're
Mhm.
growing. You're growing. You're being successful. You know, I don't have to respect mine. I would respect the fact that he's in office.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hate him? No. Do I hate Kamala Harris? Is that her last name? No.
I personally think they're pawns in a
Oh,
much
absolutely.
bigger, but in a much bigger picture.
Yeah, because why hasn't she stepped down from her office?
Mm.
You know, why doesn't she, you know? And absolutely, oh, definitely, there are a lot more behind the scenes than we're going to know about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you know what? It's their conscience. All we can do is pray for the country.
That and just stay out of everybody else's business and,
Yeah.
and
But I'm nosy. But
well,
I'm learning how to say it.
like
Yeah.
try
Oh,
and
yeah, see, that's what it was.
take care of yourself.
Yeah. Okay, you want to tell me what those pills are in there?
Okay,
Oh, no,
they're
what?
not pills. Everybody calls them pills.
Capsules.
Really, it's kind of like a trigger for me.
Yeah,
They are
capsules.
herbal capsules. Each one of these I actually have a list of the capsules that I do make and what's in them. My lymphatic formula has chaparral, plantain leaf, cleavers, echinacea, red root, white oak bark, and prickly ash bark. And I have many blends like that. I have a blood cleanse that cleans out your blood. So anything that you may have in there, whether it be toxins or anything like that, it cleans your blood out. I have an allergy blend, which a lot of my clients swear by. It really does help take care of their allergies and will relieve a lot of their issues. I have an immune support, which has become very popular because of what's going on. So it boosts your immune system. I make a brain and nerve, which cleans out like the upper, so it cleans out the brain and everything else, and helps you get a little bit more clear and more focused and things like that. So I have many blends. I have them from your adrenals to cleaning out chemicals and heavy metal detoxes and things like that. For your eyes, your lungs, pain relief, lymph nodes, you name it, I make a blend for it. So.
Did you have to get it? Oh, there you go. Did you have to get a special license to do this?
Mm-mm. No, I do have a certificate in Master Herbalism, and where I am not actually, they're not medications.
Okay.
They're herbal blends.
Yeah.
And technically, I used to make them in an herbal tea form, but a lot of people have trouble drinking that much tea during the day, or they're not tea drinkers and things like that, and that's why I make the capsules.
Because my friend Wendy, I think she's in Colorado now. She would try to do the herbals and stuff like that, and the state gave her a lot of trouble.
Yeah, right now there's not a lot of regulations.
And here we go. See that?
Yeah, there's not a lot of regulations in the state right now that I know of, but I will comply if it changes. But right now I don't.
I actually see you going out to Arizona on one of the Indian reservations, and they're going to teach you how to make more medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we follow, the medicine in the old days, like the Indian medicine, or my foster mother had these old-fashioned remedies and all that stuff, and it worked. My mother used to have that Raleigh's red liniment. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
I
or not.
have. Yep.
And she'd give me with a little bit of sugar. She'd give it to me in a teaspoon and wrap me in a flannel blanket. And let me tell you what, you sweat it out like there is no tomorrow. Now they want you to go to a pharmacy and buy this one. They want you to buy this flu shot. They want you to get this. They want you to buy this flu med. Everything is all toxic.
Right. This is old medicine. This is what was before the American Medical Association came on the scene. This is what people did.
And I remember there was a guy, I think it was in one of the magazines, I want to see Life or something, that went to the Amazons to go into and check out the different breeds and stuff. They would not allow him to bring all these natural healing back with him. The AMA put a stop to it.
Right. Yeah, they don't. They actually don't want people to know that there are natural remedies out there.
Yeah.
Every time within the last year, and I wouldn't say every time, but there were times when I would post, this is how you boost your immune system. This is how you can avoid getting this and stuff like that. They would actually take it down because they don't want people to know.
No, isn't that sad? They never give you freedom of press. And one thing that I'm looking at you too is you're going to have a lot of conflict with a couple of the AMA doctors there.
Oh, I'm expecting it.
But you're going to make them look like a fool.
That's right, because they don't know what they're talking about.
That's like, I personally believe that when someone is paranoid, schizophrenia, okay, I also believe that they're actually talking to someone from the past life. Now, they're not sure where they should be. There's no medication that's going to stop them, And you see it all, people walking down the street, right? And I have a feeling that if someone is in stress and they're walking down the street, I can picture Mike talking with them and calming them down. Because that's who you are, Mike. And it's an honor to know you. Okay? But, it really is, because he's not afraid to help someone.
What's in this glass container right in front of your first book?
All right, this is, it's actually a tea that I made, an herbal tea. There's lavender, chamomile, a little bit of black tea. And it's actually just, I call it a calming tea. It's good to have like at night, calm like your nerves and your body down.
So is that lavender?
Lavender and chamomile, yes.
Chamomile is good for sleeping.
Chamomile is very good to relax the body. It's a relaxant.
Look at that, all those things there, you don't have to take meds. You take meds?
No.
Good for you. I never thought I'd be doing it until, and it's my own fault because I didn't take care of my body the way I should. You told me I got to take medication.
Right. There is a natural remedy for everything out there.
The Indians live a long time. When they do I have to think about when the Mayflower comes around, they didn't have the doctors and all that stuff as well, and we're all survivors.
Right. And then you got to think, your immune system. If you don't have a good immune system, anything that you come in contact with, whether it's a virus, a bacteria, or anything, you're going to get sick.
Have we get any texts there, Scott?
No, I can see.
Okay, well, that means I'm watching the show. One thing I'm also looking at, when Brian, I see, he has a heart condition.
Does he?
He's going to come crying to you. And he also he drinks, right?
Yes.
He drinks a lot. Other than his girlfriend. I'm concerned about him I know he's not here, but I'm concerned about her having him arrested.
Well, where they are, there's really no cops, so.
Oh, okay. In the middle of nowhere?
They're literally in the middle of nowhere.
He loves it there.
Well, his father lives there. Yeah. He's from
And he's a good kid. Is he working?
I'm not really sure.
How sad. Because he was doing good. But he complained about market basket all
Oh,
the
yeah, he didn't
time.
like it.
People, I don't care where you work. People are, you can have the best job in the world. Yes, people are still going to bitch. I'm going to complain. That's why I like working in my office. And I don't like to do it bitch myself.
Right.
You understand?
Well, it's not considered work.
No.
It's
I
not
know,
work when you love what you do.
No, yeah. But, and something goes wrong, it's my own fault. Oh, unfortunately, it's caused by a scapegoat, and I got to back up on that, too. And you work for yourself, right? You keep yourself busy.
Yeah, I keep myself busy. I'm a dishwasher at a local joint right here on the west side right now. That's a excellent breakfast and lunch place called Frank Court's Cafe.
Oh yeah, I've been there. They have good food there.
Yes, we do. I've been there 7 months. It's a great job. Great hours, better than other jobs I've had in the past. And I love what I love to do. And also, I have a couple other jobs, but both on hiatus right now because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Now, where in Franklin is on South Main Street?
488.
Yeah.
It's.
You can give them a plug if you want.
Yeah, Frank Court's Cafe, open 6 to 2 daily. Great breakfast and lunch. We got great baked beans. Excellent cinnamon rolls. It's just excellent food and a good price point.
Right. The only thing I don't like is you got one waitress coming one thing, then you got another waitress doing that, then you got another waitress. So you don't know who the hell you're going to tip. You know, so I tell them, you know, I don't like the different waitresses. Have one waitress to do it. And I don't like the idea of people charging like Shay Sean if you have a certain item and you got to pay an extra cost for that and all that. And why not just set one price?
Right.
You know. But actually, like I said, we went to Applebee's. It was really good. And they had it all safe, and that, you know, and all that. We had a very good waiter. His name was Chris, and I want to compliment. The food was hot and it was fast. So I don't mind complimenting when the food is excellent. Like when we went to Goldenrod, it was hot, but it was fast. The only thing I didn't like was there was a lot of grease. You know, because they started shaking it out. Well, we got our money's worth. I don't want fried clams for another 6 months. They give us a double portion of everything.
It's a lot of clams. I do like clams. I don't eat them often. My boyfriend's not a seafood person at all, so I actually haven't had fried clams for. It's been
well, we'll have to make it early. When you come on,
time.
you have to come up early. You'll have to get some fried clams.
All right.
But then I went to Bunny's down here, and I had a seafood sandwich. It was really delicious. You know, you just gotta watch where you get the stuff. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't like mine all on one plate. Most of the restaurants respect that. You know, one night and 110 grill down here is very good. They know I don't like it. But what I don't understand is that they're all sitting at the bar. You have to wear a mask when you go in and all. But they're all sitting like you and I are sitting here, and they're all huddled around the bar without masks on. I go, wait, isn't that double standard?
There's a lot of double standards going on right now.
Yeah.
Which again, you really can't get it from person to person.
No.
It's really not. You know, like I said, as we were coming in here, I mean, I consulted with my guides and source, and you know, just as I suspected, it's not the virus that's going around, and yeah, it's a cold flu virus.
Yeah.
It's a toxin, and it's in the air, and it's in our food,
Yeah.
and it's in our water. And you know, again, if you have
Right up there, Mike.
a
There you go.
lowered immune system, you're going to have symptoms. If you don't and have a great immune system, then you're fine.
One of the things I am going to recommend to people, if you can, if you're a big meat eater, if you're a chicken eater, or veg, stock up now. If you've got a big freezer, fill the freezer. If you've got a big cabinet where you can store your fresh veggies, and stuff, because folks, we're coming into a real heavy time where, you know, how many people are going to be able to afford to go out and go grocery shopping? How many people are going to be able to...
Prices are astronomical.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
When I was very fortunate, Scott and I received a gift from Hannaford's so we were able to buy a nice roast beef and a nice ham. You know, everything is ham and roast beef are expensive.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
and chicken is really expensive now. And what I find interesting is when I was growing up as a kid, and if you had hamburgers, you were considered low class. Now it's one of the most expensive things going.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Take up like cars.
No, it's you know, even the quality of the food you're getting these days, it's not great.
No.
It's really not.
Hey, all right, Mike, you know how to count to 5. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm only picking on it, folks. I think you know that.
Yeah.
Right, Mike? Okay.
Yes, I.
Yeah. Mike, you are a rock for many people. You are like we call the Rock of Gibraltar. Don't you agree? You are a good person. You're a good listener, and you're also a good image for people to follow. You said it, good examples. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does, and
Okay.
I believe always that yes, I could. Everybody needs improvement in some sort.
Yeah.
Like I said, nobody's perfect.
No. God, that hurt me. No one wants to know you. But your parents are very supportive of you too, aren't they?
Yes,
And you have brothers and sisters that are supportive as well?
I have one younger sister that's kind of supportive, but my sister Meredith is a great kid.
But she's in her own world.
If she's in her own world, she's in college as well now. Down at Johnson and Wales down in Providence. She's already.
Chef, huh?
Yeah. So I had some of her delights during the holidays, and they were great.
Yeah. That's a hard college to get into, Johnson and Wales. It really, I have a friend of
It's
mine.
a good college.
Whose
though.
son went, top notch. Very expensive. You know, it's easier for us is to learn how to do it on our own. You know, I don't think I'd ever want to, because when you become a professional chef, and don't get me wrong, we need them, and then then you take it takes the fun out of cooking.
It does.
Scott does
My
it
brother's a
fantastic.
chef, and yeah, I love cooking.
Yeah.
It's a passion of mine,
Yeah.
and I said to my wife, if I was a professional cook, you wouldn't get food this good because
No.
I wouldn't want to do it.
No. Like with us, we had, Mike and Tammy made a roast for dinner for Christmas, and we picked a ham.
Mm-hmm.
And then for New Year's Day, I made a lasagna. It came out awesome. I made a vegetable lasagna, and I made a meat lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
And they made something Americana, some kind of a noodle dish, and it was so great. You know, and that's the fun you share. You don't have to be together.
Mm-hmm.
We did it through Skype and all that, and phone calls and stuff, you know. And as long as you have that community of love, I probably, you know, and that's the best part, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that love, and that's all you got to do for when you're at home. Instead of playing on the video game, instead of playing, how about getting some board games and start playing games, you know. That's what I miss. My daughter-in-law used to come over every other night and we'd play
Mm-hmm.
Scrabble. I miss doing that, you know. But this summer I'm going to set up a tent and we can go out and set the tent, you know, like that, in many ways. You really, your life isn't really routine, is it? You do a lot of different things, in other words.
Yeah,
I mean, you get up at maybe a certain time, but you find yourself keeping busy.
I was like, considering my job's taking 5 days of the week, so I'm up by a certain time for that, and then I have my routine before heading off to work, and then, but yeah, like after work, no day's the same.
No. Would you want it that way?
Yeah, because I like to do different things, yes, and it's like after work time, it's like between that and when I go to bed,
Yeah.
it's me time. I can do whatever I usually want, so it's just like and seeing what I need to get done for myself during that time.
That's good, you know. And I think that's really a good build-up because you don't waste your energy on being negative. And I think that's awesome. When people waste, they're only hurting themselves when they waste their life on being negative. Mike, what if I tell you, I do see you getting a raise where you're at. You enjoy working at that restaurant, don't you?
Yeah, and
But I see you getting a raise.
I'm not expecting one. I've only got two in the first. I got 2 raises within the first like 4 months.
Good for no means when you get another one.
Okay.
Well, one thing about you, the waitresses like you because you're fast. You try to get all the dishes out in time. You try to do it. You broke any plates yet?
Have I? What's it's like trying to remember. Probably I've only broken 1 plate in some months.
Well, they fired me because I broke 2 plates. Well, that's because I threw it at somebody's head. I didn't know you could throw it at somebody's
That
head.
temper, Norm.
Yeah, I did have a very. I mean, every once in a while I play this, but I'm getting a lot better. But I decided I am not a dishwasher, you know. But you know what? If we didn't have all these people like Like doing dishes. See, we'd have to wash our own in the restaurant. I wouldn't like that.
Mm-mm.
Then you got the nice waitresses. I had to learn how to appreciate waitresses. And one of the waitresses told me in a very polite way, because I didn't have enough money to pay a bill. She offered to help finish it up. I go, no, that's fine. That's what I learned how to respect the waitresses.
Mm-hmm.
They earn every penny they get.
Oh, yes, they do.
Especially when
It's
they're
not easy work.
And I have to give them all compliment. There are some that, but 90% of the waitresses, they're out to make a living, and that's what you have to respect.
Mm-hmm.
One day, I went to give a waitress a $5 bill because that bill came, and when I think I gave her 20, by that time I'd already gone. Boy, she was a happy lady. And I said, well, you know what? The spirit that she was supposed to have.
That's right.
Don't let all this stuff around you bring you down, Mike. You've gone through a lot of depression, you've gone through a lot of things, but you know what I think is cool about you? You don't stay on the depression part long. You're able to bring yourself right back up again.
Exactly. If I have a low point in my life, I deal with it and I just try to rebound as fast as I can because if you see me sad, that's not a good sign, to be honest.
No. Don't be afraid to write it out. And, one thing I tell people when they're writing their anger out of what, don't change the wording. If it's misspelled, oh well. If it's, you might leave it, but that's what the Spirit's helping you write.
Mm-hmm.
And my book, I started writing that one, and then when I got my new computer, now I got to start all
over again.
And that happens for a reason, And so I'm going to enjoy it. I'll have you edit it for me. Okay. Mike, you get some people that are envious of you. And that's a good thing. It really is, because you know what? That means you're doing something right for people. And you're always going to be a charitable person, You will get someone that needs help. You will talk to them and you'll listen. Just don't give them money, because they don't appreciate that, But you will help. I actually see you, it could be in a restaurant where out in the parking lot, I see somebody fall, and you're going to be the first one out there to help them.
And that's what being when I was a teenager and a young kid, Boy Scout, do good deed daily, and I still live by that, being an Eagle Scout and whatnot. It because that lives with me every day of my life. Via the skills I learned in the Cub and Boy Scouts, and that's where I've basically learned all the leadership that I've had in my life, and I try to use my leadership every day if I can, and it's just about doing good in life.
Yeah.
Yes, occasionally you do bad, which is completely fine.
Well, you know what? If you didn't do something bad, how are you going to learn?
Exactly.
And you're going to be tomorrow on Mary's show, right? Cruising with Mary tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Yes, I will be.
On Channel 23 here in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Yep.
So we'll promote you there.
Yep.
Hi, Mary. Good luck with your show. And one thing I also want to say, I got kicked out of Boy Scouts.
You got kicked out of a lot of things.
Yeah, I was a mouthy kid.
I guess you were.
I really was, because I wanted that attention, never got anything, and that would make fun. But, well, you would have laughed, too, at being a kid. My scoutmaster fell in a mud puddle and his leg fell off.
Oh, jeez.
And he didn't have a sense of humor. All because I took the leg and said it somewhere else.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you're
It
mischievous.
was just, I was always in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? That's how I can help people today, because I've been through it. You don't like making decisions, do you, Mike? You ponder over. In other words, you want to make sure you're making the right decisions.
Yes, I do, because it's like, am I always going to make the right decision? No, but it's about making sense of it, doing cost analysis, doing whatever you need to try to get to the best answer. It's like, right now, I'm trying to plan for a trip that might or might not happen in May due to the pandemic, and it's like, I'm always trying to figure out ways on how I can get to my destination, and trying to figure out costs and whatnot to make it worthwhile and profitable for me to make the trip.
Let the spirits help you. Do you have a grandfather that passed?
Yes.
On your dad's side?
No.
Okay. There's someone that has passed, an older gentleman, that wants to help you to make your decisions. Don't be afraid to ask the spirits or angels for help, because they're going to help you. Okay. And everything you do, you always work in a positive way. You know, which is a blessing. You don't find a lot of people doing that. And every day you're always improving. You're learning from your mistakes. Okay. And I think that's important that you do that. Take out 2 more. These are my trump people, my trump cards. You're in a relationship right now?
No.
No? Well, I thought you had a girlfriend. It's an off and on thing?
Or basically, I wanted to get into a relationship with this person, but she's not ready.
No, I was going to say.
Or we have 2 different feelings, but we...
Get me made friends.
Yes.
Yeah. Because sometimes when you get, the friendship and you get more into it, it can destroy your friendship. I've lost a lot of friends that way.
Yep.
And the one thing about you is that you're very dedicated to whoever you have. And you're not afraid to buy them roses. You buy your girlfriend roses?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
It's a gentleman thing to do, to be honest.
I never got a rose.
I've gotten one here and there.
Yeah, I never got.
But I'm not really a flower person. I love seeing them on plants, but I like the life of a plant better than I like.
We got one plant that just continues to stay alive, no root, but we have it in the water, in the vase, and we add food to it. And the energy that comes from that plant is just so tremendous, so tremendous. You're going to meet a lady friend that's going to become very special to you, Mike. I'm not going to say you're going to get married right away or anything, but I see a lady friend that's going to be very compatible for you. And and the thing is, don't run scared from it. You're really afraid to get into a relationship. And you're afraid of hurting them, and you're afraid to hurt you. Just be honest within yourself and be honest with them. That's all you have to do. If they don't listen, smack them. No, I'm only kidding, folks. I'm going to not say that, because one time I said a couple of things. I got a lot of phone calls on that. Well, and I see more and more people divorcing, more and more people going their own way.
Sanctity of marriage isn't what it used to be.
No. And the abortion, the murder that goes on, I'm sorry, as far as I'm concerned, it's murder. Especially right up to the day they're due, and the doctor hits them in the head. How cruel is that?
That is not right. It doesn't feel right.
No.
It's
And they send them out for experimental, like the Planned Parenthood makes a lot of money off the fetuses. And there was a big write-up about that. And everybody said that was out of my mind, so I sent them to it.
They're in the vaccine, so
Yeah.
they're selling them to the pharmaceutical companies.
It's so sad. It's so sad because what I always said, if my mother had me get out with wool in the hair lip, all these other. Imagine that if they had a legalized abortion when my mother had it. I would like to say no, but you don't know.
Right.
But I'm here today to help other people like you are, and you're only just beginning. You know that, right?
That's right.
You don't sleep. You're not going to be able to get a lot of sleep because you're going to be writing your book. You're going to be making more of that stuff here. You're going to be doing a lot of things. You're going to be getting a lot. Mike, you're going to be teaching some kids how to play soccer. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. The kids trust you. And you know what? I would trust you too. Because I know he'll be good with the kids. And the sad part, you know what the sad part is? That coaches that are really good with the children, and then you got some that hurt children. Same with teachers.
Right. Same with anything.
Any minister and all that yet? And that's just because it makes like someone like Mike who loves to volunteer and work with the children, and then you got you and I who like to. That's why I don't do my office alone.
Got a few bad apples in everything.
Yeah.
Whether it's
Exactly.
law enforcement, whether it's politics, whether it's you got.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. And that's what I like is being me, and that like when I refuse to read people under 18 without a parent. Okay, and then I don't like reading them that young. Because they haven't really lived life. I don't want to scare the hell
They
out of
haven't
them.
lived their life yet. There's nothing really there
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
One young girl, she was 15. She said, I just love this man. I said, how old? And he's like 22. And I go, you know what? I had my mother's approval. I said, I don't want to talk to you. Nuh-uh. You know, no way in hell would I give my child that kind of approval.
Nope.
You know, and they teach it in school today. When I miss seeing the kids, I live right across the street from a park.
Mm-hmm.
And well, you know where I live, right? Mike?
Yes,
in
I
that
do.
park there.
Yeah.
I miss seeing the children from school out there playing,
Yeah.
and it breaks my heart that you got the teachers here with a mask on, out there, you know, and isn't that like a concentration camp for communist people?
It's horrible.
It is.
Well, those masks, you know, they actually deplete your body
Yeah.
of oxygen
Yeah.
by 20%.
Yeah.
If you do that constantly all day, every day, you're not going to have what your body needs
Nope.
to survive.
Yeah.
And not to mention that you're not breathing in real oxygen, and your body, you know, I mean, the most essential nutrient that your body needs is oxygen.
And I see so many where I walk, and they're by themselves. I see so many of them that are walking wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to her, "Why are you wearing a mask? You're by yourself." Well, it's people like you we have to protect
Yeah.
ourselves from. I said,
Yeah.
"Okay."
Yep,
You
they're
know.
not safe.
Yeah.
They're not safe.
And-
They deplete your immune system.
And that's like going back to your point earlier. That's where I lose respect to people. Yes, I have older people in my life who I'm trying to protect, but if I do a lot of walking because that's the only way I usually get around other than public transportation and occasional ride here and there.
Yeah.
If I'm by myself walking, but I always have one on me because
Right.
because you don't know where you're gonna go. But it's just about if I'm walking by myself and I'm not going into any place, I won't wear one. But as soon as I'm approaching a place or whatnot, just whip it out and wear it. And then once you get out of it, go on
Right.
with your day.
Yeah.
It's more for show.
Yeah, when I go on, when I do the bus, I love riding the bus. I never had done it until 5-6 years ago, and then when I went to California back, I love riding on the bus.
Yeah.
The bus drivers are pretty cool, aren't they?
Yes, we
I
are.
want to compliment her name was Myra, and Myra, I think I like it. Very nice personality, and out of respect, I'll wear the mask on the bus for her. You know, even if it's just Scott and I on them, but out of respect for them, and all, because I think that's the right thing to do. You know, and.
It's the right thing to do because of the mentality of
Right,
what they're
yeah,
portraying
yeah,
out
yeah.
there. Because there's nothing to be afraid of.
No,
Absolutely
no.
nothing.
No, but out of respect for her
But out of respect,
and the
yeah.
people that are on there. But you may meet somebody that come on the bus and don't wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that when you rode the bus?
A couple times here and there.
Yeah.
But it's not like I get into an argument with them. I just
no.
I just
I just don't talk to them.
just don't talk to them. And when I'm on a bus, unless I see somebody I know, I just keep to myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier that way.
Yes,
But I'm friendly. I chat with everybody that's on the
Yeah,
bus.
yes you do.
I'm a
Yes,
chatterbox, huh?
yes you are.
Yeah. You know. Every once in a while I have to get Mike going. How you doing, Mike, and all that.
Yeah.
You know. But but out of respect, like I said, I will wear the other mask because it's not fair for the bus driver to, get in trouble because I'm not wearing a mask.
Right.
I definitely will not. I definitely wear a mask on that market basket. I don't trust the people there, and there's so many of them that don't wear a mask, and that's okay.
I didn't until they kind of required it.
Well, in Massachusetts, you have to, right?
Yeah, but I don't necessarily shop in Massachusetts because I'm
Yeah.
so close to the border.
Cigarettes are cheaper here.
Hmm?
Yeah, cigarettes are cheaper here.
I
But
don't
you don't
smoke.
smoke. Does your husband smoke?
He does.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. He gets tobacco and rolls them himself.
Oh. Yeah. And actually, I wish I wait for the day when you legalize marijuana here in New Hampshire. I truly believe that even Scotland takes my whole personality changes for the my whole personality changes when I'm a much better person to live with.
Oh yeah, there's so many benefits to
Yeah.
it.
But the old timers will not legalize it here in New Hampshire.
Not
We'll
yet.
probably,
It's coming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get rid of all. The problem is, and I believe whether it's in the state or whether it's in the they've been in the office too long, But people keep reelecting them,
Yep.
So we have nobody to blame but the people themselves. I'm just thinking about my cars. They have to be a certain way.
They got to be perfect, huh?
Yes, see that? I can't stitch it like that. I'll have to turn it all the way around. Are you that way?
No.
No. Are you?
On certain things, I'm OCD about why I want them. It's like because it just becomes habit for you some points.
Yeah. Like I have to have my fork over here, not over here, over here. My knife over here and my spoon over here. And my salad fork, and my salad fork has to be here.
Right.
Otherwise, I won't touch anything.
Yeah.
And I know it's childish, I know it's neurotic.
Yeah, I'm getting a little OCD about things being in their place. Like if they're out of place, it actually really drives me insane these days.
What is?
Just anything. Like
Oh,
if I
yeah.
have, if I'm working or if I'm taking a class online or something, and I have like my notebooks and my computer, I actually have to pick them up and take them and put them away when I'm done with them. I can't leave them there.
Yeah.
It'll drive me nuts.
And the one thing, Scott does respect the fact I like my food on separate plates, And
Are you one of those your food can't touch each other?
Oh no! That's why they have here. Potatoes here, meat here. Oh yeah. I think my mother, because that's how I was taught how to eat.
Yeah.
And my mother used to say, "No, remember, don't let it touch you. They're not going to eat properly." So I always remember.
All going to the same place.
Yeah, I know, but But that's the one thing I got to say about the 95 or 99% of the restaurants that I go to. They respect that.
That's good.
Otherwise, they're going to hear me all along.
Everybody has their quirks.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you remember Clam King? It was on 2nd Street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's a Mexican restaurant now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then my friend and I, Al Caprillion, you know who Al Caprillion is? Okay. He and I went in there for dinner, and I ordered a seafood platter. You should have heard them. They had on flipped out. They flipped out like there was no tomorrow. And I said, you know what? I don't need this. Have a good day. I said, you just lost $34 from me and whatever Al wanted. The owner, one of the owners, well, you realize that if everybody all wants it on separate plates, that's $300 more, 300 dishes more. I said, but everybody pays for what they want, don't they? And 2 months later, I guess they ran out of money when they closed down.
Karma.
Yeah. But they did, I don't know if it's even open now. They did have it turned into a nice Mexican food. Do you like Mexican food?
Yeah.
I like making Mexican food.
Yeah. You like Mexican food?
Yes, I do. And we have so many local
Mexican place, yeah.
good Mexican places. And yeah, there's so many Mexican places, but it's nice to support your local small family-owned businesses because, yes, I basically love all food, but in this tough time, yes, everybody needs our business, but it's going to be the one that affects the community the most. So that's why through this entire pandemic, I've been trying to support local-owned businesses like Hop Knot, Ditz's Cafe. But there's so many along this Elm Street and all across the city that are so good and passionate. It's hard to order from all of them, but everybody's got their favorite
too. But you know what? I that 110 grill is excellent.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's actually one in Chelmsford, not that far from where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, good food. They're fast, they're courteous. Then we went to the Manchester buffet. That has really gone downhill.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're bad, but they're okay. They're not like. There's a place over on Mammoth Road called Heng Wong. They have beautiful Chinese food, and it's a go, and they're fast. I don't mind paying money for good food.
Right.
But most of the time
If it's
I don't
good
pay for
food.
it anyways. I have people that take me out, so I get very spoiled. And then Blake's is they're only open till for lunch. They used to be open all the way around. They said Friday and Saturday, but the one on North Side closed.
Yeah.
That's
There's a
all
lot
these
of
years.
businesses closing that.
It's so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
People don't listen to the news media.
No,
Shut your
just
effing
shut
TV
it off.
Yep.
Listen to your instincts. Nobody listens to their instincts anymore.
No. Body heal thyself.
That's right.
You know, that's all you got to do. Body heal
right.
thyself.
Your mind can heal your body
Yeah.
if you know if you're dedicated enough.
You know, and we can heal ourselves if we want.
Absolutely.
Like I said, diabetes today, I was so excited when they told me my blood tests were coming out with a lot better result because I'm eating healthier, I'm walking. I tried doing it. Good thing there was nobody there. I said, "What the heck? There's nobody around." I tried to do a somersault, but that's
Yeah, no, it's a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
that's all it is, you know.
Yeah.
And I used the excuse because the path I usually walk on was all covered with snow and all that. I said, "Wait a minute. This road, there are highways out here I can, even though the sidewalks are not plowed that very good, you know that.
Yeah.
Okay. How are your sidewalks where you live?
There aren't really any. Not in my neighborhood, anyway.
Yeah. And no plow, nothing.
We are
they
the
plow
last to be
parks.
plowed
Yeah.
when there's a storm.
Yeah. I love that they plow the parks really well, the paths to the parks, but it's the sidewalks well. You know. And I don't understand that, but who am I? I'm only a person that likes to fight and likes to yell. You know. One of the things I'm also going to tell you is that when your husband, he can be very vocal when he's had enough, can't he?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you got a couple of ginger ales.
Just a couple. That's all it takes.
And I have to see him do. My actual season, Brian wanted to stay with you.
Yeah.
I have to say no. You don't want his girlfriend to come with him. You know, he's a,
You know, I'm not one, and like I try
you're
not
not
to.
hypocritical.
Right. My opinions don't. It's just I choose who I want and who I don't want to be around.
You know, and it took me a lot of years to learn that. I used to let homeless people stay with me. Never got ripped off or anything like that. But you know what? Finally, I said, you know what? This is my home. It's Scott's home. I'm not going to make any decisions without him. You know, because I always used to make my own decisions. That's not fair to the people who are living. And I don't want anybody else living with him. I'm quite happy. I got my big boy,
Right.
my cat. You know, he thinks he's the boss, and he is the boss. And my son and daughter-in-law have a beagle. That little boy, is she spoiled. She has a nightgown she wears at night when she
Oh,
goes to bed. She
jeez.
climbs under the blanket, and I buy toys for them. And my son and daughter, you know, and you know, if you love your animal, you're gonna spoil them. You know?
Oh, mine are definitely spoiled. More by him than by me, but yeah.
Oh, he won't admit that.
Oh no. Well,
It's a man thing.
he will once in a while.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I can pack the cat food a certain amount weighing. Like we'll say today they're gonna have tuna fish. Tomorrow they'll have like whatever. And Scott will talk to the cat and he'll actually give them go right through the whole thing and give because he understands what they want. You know, he's communicating with them. You have a cat?
No.
You want one?
I think my family's going to get one.
Yeah. They're great company.
Yeah,
you know one
they-
thing about a cat? They know when you're heartbroken.
Yeah.
They know how to
Yeah,
comfort
they're
you.
very good at ignoring you. They're
Oh, yeah.
very good at running away from you when you want to pet them. But yeah, when they have their instincts. They have that sixth sense.
My cat, like, not, you know, I thought we were going to lose her like a couple of days ago, lose him. Now I have to, he lets me know, move. I'm getting up on that couch. You're going to move down that one.
Oh yeah, mine is relentless. He'll sleep on my side of the bed, and when it's time for me to go to bed, he won't move.
Well, and it tells Scott what time to go. My cat, our cat tells him what time to go to bed. Next thing you know, Scott checks off the bed chairs. But, you know, and that's okay.
Yeah, that is okay. They're
He
quite
doesn't like
special.
Bud, does he love catnip? You know. And
yes.
that's okay. You know, your animals are your children.
Absolutely.
I can remember I had a guy tell me that animals had no expression. I have to leave my show. Animals are hard to express.
They are.
You know.
They're very funny too. They're you know. I mean, mine actually chase my spirits around the house. You can see
Yeah.
them chasing the orbs around. And it's
Mine, I can tell when my like I've had a lot of cats in that apartment, and then plus one lady had 74 cats in her apartment. They literally had to come and take them. That's how much it was.
that is a lot.
You know. And I she meant well, but you know.
I had 10 at one point. They used to call me the cat lady, and that was a lot for
I
me.
had 5. That was enough. But you know, you can have 10, or you can have 1. But I bet your house didn't smell of cat either. No, and mine didn't either. You know, you get to, you can have 1 or 2 cats, and they'll smell the house, and you got people who are not taking care of them.
That's right.
You know, and that's the sad part of it. You know. So, Mike, what do you got coming up for the future for you?
Let's say got a Cruising with Bailey show tomorrow, 5 to 6. I'll be on that, and then just keep working, going back to school starting next week.
All right. What are you studying?
I'm only taking one class this semester, Introduction to Film. It'll get me closer to my general studies degree, so it'll be finally good to get back on campus finally.
Yeah.
Because that class will be in person.
Yeah.
So, and just seeing if I have a softball season.
Yeah. Push your phone down so you don't lose it. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. But you're gonna come back on again, right?
Yeah.
All right. He's a good co-host, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very good.
You don't like him on it? He's very honest.
Mm-hmm.
And he has that mischievous smile. You know. Yeah. Come on, girls, I'm right here. You know.
Yeah.
You can tell he's quite a ladies' man, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look at him blushing all over.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But you know, and the one thing that I'm sure your family are very proud of what you have accomplished. How do they like the idea of you going on to different TV shows?
They love it. It's just part of me being a fun-loving local celebrity.
There you go. There you go. You know, and that's what I like about my show. We have fun, don't we?
We do.
You know, you get a couple of shows where, oh, poor me. You know what? I don't have time for that. I call it pity pot. One lady says there's no such word as pity pot. So it's not in the dictionary. So what? Put them together.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all.
You know. Then when I go home, I'm going to smoke a homemade cigarette.
Well, yeah, there you go.
You know? Actually, cigarette smoking in May will be 8 years since I had a real cigarette.
Good for you.
I was sitting here, and Matt was sitting there, and I got hypnotized. I didn't know I looked like a baby whale. Oh my God! My belly's like this. I said, "Whoop! Time to lose weight." And I lost a lot of weight. You know.
What you put your mind to. When you start loving yourself, then your body will. You know, I was pretty heavy for quite a few years, and I had issues, mental and emotional issues and stuff like that. It wasn't until I started to love myself and love my body, and that's when I started actually losing weight.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
I am a soul living a human experience.
Me too. I like that. Who are you, Mike?
I'm gonna say the same exact thing. Just and you're just saying that it is what it is. I'm a soul that is living a human life, and you never know when it's gonna end.
No, that's true. Yeah, I'm going to agree with. I am a soul living in the spiritual world, and want to do a lot more helping. 21 is my resolution. I don't make them, but 21 is I want to be able to reach more people, more contact with people, let them know that people do care, and you're the same way. Okay,
Absolutely.
we got to find a way to get rid of all this hate and anger and all
That's
this
what
stuff.
it is.
You know?
Get rid of all of that. And you know, the people who are passing away, and people pass away from all different things. And
Yeah.
right now they're counting everything as COVID, whether you die in a car accident
yeah.
or, die from cancer,
COVID-related.
strokes, heart attacks, anything like that. But, before we're born, we signed that contract. We know what our death date
yeah.
is. We just don't have access to
Yeah.
it because we're not paying attention to it. But
Yeah.
when we pass, that's when we're supposed to pass. People don't pass by accident.
That's like
When your time is up, your time is up.
you knew you were going to be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I was going to be doing what I. You knew what you were going to be doing, helping with the kids. My goal is to make it teaching until I'm 85. Then maybe I'll retire.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends. I
I say
think
this,
I can still go.
I got to bless. I say, Scott, what happens if I become incapacitated, not be able to do it? He told me he'd still take care of me. So I think that's pretty cool. I can't ask for anything more than that.
You cannot.
And when I believe that we were soulmates in our past life, just like you and your husband were. And that's what you're gonna find. This girl I see you meeting, how old are you?
26.
Oh, you're a youngie. I don't know if I'd want to be 26 again, would you?
Not my 26.
Not me either. That's when I was wild, and that was my fourth marriage. But then my daughter died when I was 20. Then my son was born when I was 27, and he came in at 12 pounds 8 ounces.
However, I wouldn't be who I am.
No.
If-
Oh no, I have no regrets.
But yeah.
I have no regrets for my lifestyle, none at all. Do you? Do you have any regrets?
Yeah, some choices I've made in the school in the past that have made it harder to get my degree and whatnot, and I've met past relationships I've had that haven't worked out that I could have seen a future with, but you always have regrets on something you did do or whatnot. It's just trying to get over that hump and try to put it in the past and just live life to the fullest.
Yeah. You know, I often think, because I had a visual one time, had my mother lived, I was a baby when she did, and what would my life have been like? I saw a picture of it. I didn't like that at all. I can't picture me working in a factory.
No?
No, I can't picture me doing...
No factory work.
No. I tried it. That wasn't my cup of tea, you know. I can remember one time when I lost everything, I had to work at a recycling company. That's when I realized that everybody is human.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being a nurse and all that all my life and all that, and, you know, being the... Then I started working with people who were homeless, people who had a drug problem. Then that's when I learned to say, hey, you know what? We're all human.
People are not their behaviors. People are not, you know, their opinions. People are not, their beliefs come from what people have told them, or their environment, things like that. But people are not who they are.
Yeah. Okay, go through what you got there and tell everybody, because we got 10 minutes here.
All right. We have a brain and nerve formula, lymphatic formula, a bone and tissue formula, immune support, allergy, and blood cleanse. But we also have stomach and bowel cleansers, kidneys and bladders, lung tissue, chemical and heavy metal, detox kits, and more.
Yeah. And those are your books that you're the authoress? Oh, author.
Author.
Political correct, yes,
yes. Right? These are my books. They can be found on Amazon. I do have a few in the office, so you can give me a call and I can send them out. And yeah, I make, you know, lotion scrubs, pain salves, and more. I mean, it's like
You do it with love.
Huh?
You do it with love.
I love playing. I love sitting in my office playing with my herbs.
Okay. And your website?
natureswayholistichealth.com.
Okay, and your phone for that business?
978-476-1184.
And Mike?
I'm not gonna get out my phone number. I don't.
That's fine. That's fine.
But just with life to the fullest. Find me on Facebook, Michael Martineau. You can friend request me. You'll probably get some questions about me because I don't accept everybody right away. But just a fun, loving local celebrity living life.
There you go. I'm Norm, Reverend Norm, and I went to Bible studies, so I can certify myself as and to a born-again Christian one. But anyways, you know, my website is spiritualvisionary.net. We're on Facebook, and we're on the TV show. One of the things that we're going to, with if we all get earlier, my number 289-4789, and you can also reach us at 785. Scott. 1684, and you can get a hold of Scott. But if you ever want an appointment or whatever, don't be shy, don't be scared. And anybody that would like to come on the show is more than welcome to come. And Mike, you feel comfortable here, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And you?
Oh, we have a lot of fun here.
Don't we?
We do.
You know, probably I'm looking at in March or April. You'll have you come back on again.
Sure.
But you have to wear a micro miniskirt.
I don't have one of those.
No.
No, I've never been a dress or skirt person.
No. Oh, I'll let you borrow one of my leather ones.
Sure. Yeah, it's got to be nice, though.
It's leather blue.
Blue.
Yeah, they got a leather, but it's a blue color.
Okay.
It's expensive. I'm only kidding, folks. I'm only kidding. You know, but my goal is to bring other people on, more people every year, more and more people, so that we can do the right thing for everybody, you know. And I want to thank you for coming on. It was my pleasure to have you here. And Mike, thank you for putting on you probably in March as a co-host again.
Yep. Okay. Thank you for having me again.
Oh,
appreciate
we have a lot of fun, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We do. At least we don't have a knockdown, drag-out fight yet.
I think we never will.
No, I don't think so either. No, I don't need. And everybody remember, each and every day, you are the winner, folks. And we'll see you all next week.
Do you want God Bless America, or do you want to just end the show with the norm stuff?
Nah, just normal. You know. Well, see you all next week. Yeah, you don't need that song if you don't. It's a song right there.